Hey, welcome back to another video with Sister Heather and Brother Colin. Today we are very excited to show you a brand new listing that we are bringing to market as we speak.
And this is going to be a fun one.
Now this property isn't for everyone, but if you do like it, you're probably going to love it. It's situated in the southern border of rural Templeton, which actually makes it about twice as close to Atascadero than it does to downtown Templeton.
Understand though that when we say twice the distance, we're only talking about 3 miles to Atascadero and 6 miles to Templeton. So we're talking small towns here.
In fact, we're talking about only needing to manage one stoplight to get into either downtown Templeton or downtown Atascadero. So we want to make sure to spend a little bit of time talking to you about the location of this property because it really is outstanding for some reasons that we'll share here in just a few minutes. But first, let's just give you a snapshot of the house and the property itself, and then we can circle it back around to the location. And then after that, Heather and I are going to head to the property in person and we'll give you a casual but thorough tour of the whole property.
So, on with the show. In our MLS description, we are calling this property a Treehouse Haven. It has a 3-story, 2-bedroom, 2.5 main house with a huge bonus room that could easily serve as your 3rd bedroom, plus a 1-bedroom, 1-bath cottage situated up above.
The total square footage of both residences is just a little over 2,000 square feet, and the lot is right about 7 acres.
The lot is beautifully forested with oak trees, and there's this cool little trail from the cottage up to a seriously beautiful spot to catch the sunsets with your favorite adult beverage, or maybe even the sunrise with your morning coffee. Whatever your jam is, it's a beautiful spot to spend some quality time enjoying the views of North San Luis Obispo County.
Okay, now let's take a moment before getting into the property details to look at the location. So here is the main town of Templeton, and if we type in the address, which is 3915 Highway 41 East, then you'll see that we pop up right over here just about 3 miles east of Atascadero and south of Templeton.
So, for the most part, your logistical day-to-day needs would have you heading into Atascadero. But if schools are a priority for this stage of your life, then you'll want to know that this property sits within the coveted Templeton School District, and your daily commute would have you heading through these beautiful country roads on the daily.
And if schools are as important and you want easy access to the world-class wine and restaurants in Paso, you can easily take a different set of back roads to get to Paso Robles without the headache of having to get on the 101 freeway.
It's a really nice mix of rural country living with easy access to in-town amenities.
And the property is very private. It's set back this relatively long and partially paved driveway and tucked back into this classic North San Luis Obispo County oak forest.
Now, if you're bothered by a little bit of wildlife here and there and maintaining a good-sized hilly property, then this property is very likely not the right living situation for you. But if you love being in the hills, watching the birds and the deer, maybe even getting the occasional bobcat sighting, then this is your spot.
Okay, I hope that gives you a clear picture of the location, and now let's get into the details and then finally the walkthrough. The main house, like we just mentioned, is 3 stories with these cool balconies that wrap around the 2nd and 3rd floors. And that creates this nice shady patio for the 1st floor. And the 1st floor has your living space, kitchen, a half bath, and tucked away this little laundry and pantry area.
The bamboo flooring and glass doors give this nice, light and natural feel and emphasize the indoor-outdoor lifestyle of this property. Each floor is somewhat cozy, which is also known as smaller, and the square footage of the house is relatively modest, about 1,400 square feet. But the layout works really well, with 2 bedrooms, each with their own ensuite bathroom on the 2nd floor, and this massive bonus room on the 3rd floor that you'll have to decide for yourself how to make the best use of it.
Could be an office,
Photo or video studio,
a rec room,
another bedroom,
or maybe even 2. And check out this cool exterior redwood staircase and boardwalk that takes you back to the back of the house and upper part of the property from the second and third floors.
And then from here, we'll head up the hill to the cottage where we find this super quaint little space. Inside, we find a cute little kitchen that opens up to the comfy, cozy living spaces. It has a little laundry room that also doubles as an oversized closet or storage area, or however you decide to configure your lifestyle. And of course, that one bedroom and one full bathroom.
And then outside, you've got this cool concrete patio and yard space. Parking is a little tight, and the driveway is narrow and steep. So if you're a big truck kind of guy or gal, you're likely not going to be super comfortable parking up here. And this is where you'll find that path to the upper part of the property for those views that we mentioned earlier. It is a little bit of a hike to get up there, as the lot is 7 full acres, but it's definitely worth the effort.
The views of the West Hills of Atascadero, Templeton, and the Salinas River Valley are pretty phenomenal. And that about covers this part of our video. And if you want to see more, up next we'll do our walkthrough of the property from top to bottom.
Please do reach out to us for more info on the property and leave us a comment below. And like and subscribe if you love what you're seeing and want to follow along with our channel where you can learn about all things real estate here in San Luis Obispo County. Okay, so here we are. We've made it to the property, and I'm at the bottom of this long driveway that we mentioned earlier. And like I mentioned, partially paved, so dirt at the bottom, and then as it gets further up into this kind of valley or canyon here, then it changes to paved. But let me get this turned around so you can see what I'm talking about here. So beautiful little forested entrance here. And then looking back where we just came from, that is Highway 41. We're just out here east of Atascadero, and just hidden up in the trees up here, we'll find the front of the main house, the Treehouse Haven, as we're calling it. Well, let's go find Heather up here.
You made it! Welcome on in. Let's go take a tour of the main house.
So here we are, stepping inside. Living space opens up neatly into the kitchen. And then by these French doors here, the front doors, got a little dining area set up there. And then off the kitchen is this little pantry and laundry area we mentioned. And of course, neat little half bath, kind of tucked back in here. And then another exit to the outside right there. And that's it. Like we mentioned, pretty cozy, AKA smaller, right? This is a wood burning fireplace here. There is plenty of wood to find around the property. And we mentioned in the intro part of the video, kind of the indoor-outdoor lifestyle here. And this front yard really is pretty magical, you know, totally covered in these beautiful oak trees. Nice little covered patio area here. And then let's head back inside and go upstairs. There is another glass door entrance off to the side here, more covered patio space. But yeah, let's head up these stairs and find the second floor. So I love these stairs in that there's plenty of light flooding in. Lots of times you come up these stairs in these multi-story places and it's so dark. I'm not sure exactly how much you can tell, but there's a big window there at the first landing, and the second landing, another nice window, and then above on this third landing, another big window up there for plenty of light. Anyway, bedroom number 1, with an exit out the back to that boardwalk and redwood staircase we mentioned. You can see the well tank there. And then here's the ensuite bathroom. Everything's a little on the cozy side here. And then here we are in the second bedroom, ensuite bath, soaking tub. There is a nice big walk-in closet here. And then the first of the two balconies are found out here. Really neat little spot overlooking the front yard and driveway. You can imagine greeting your guests as they arrive. And then we can see just up the hill a little bit here. Get a little sneak peek here of where the cottage is, up top of the hill there. So there's the second floor. And let's head on up to the big bonus room upstairs. Again, that nice light, bright staircase. Nice big window there letting in all the light.
Now we're here up on the third floor in that huge bonus room. We've got it staged as an office, a bedroom, and a living room. But you decide what works best for you. And then we can head outside onto my favorite balcony on this property. Sitting up here on the third floor, it's like, truly is like you're in a treehouse.
Okay, and that's enough of the main house. I think at that point, you probably get the idea of what the house looks like. Now we're gonna exit out these redwood staircases and boardwalk that we mentioned. Redwood staircase. There's not more than one staircase here, but pretty cool to be able to get out to the back of the property via this avenue. There it is, looking back at it. Really cool. It does kind of give it that treehouse feel that we're talking about here. So, and then we're gonna head on up the steep and narrow driveway. It is paved though, right? So you can drive big trucks, vehicles up here. We've done it, and you can get turned around. But like we said before, there's just not much of a parking area. So there it is, cute little cottage, front yard with a little shed in front. And we'll pop in here in just a moment, take a look around. Just on the other side of the shed is where that trail is. But so here's the patio and front yard and a little bit of a parking area in front. And then looking back down to the main house.
Come on in and take a look around. It won't take long. You've got one bedroom, one bathroom, and an open living space.
So the one little bitty bedroom there, just off this living space here. And then just to the left of the kitchen here we were just seeing, here's your bathroom. Big giant soaking tub, pedestal sink, everything you need. It is nice and tiled in. Little vanity there for some storage. Storage is going to be pretty key, I guess, here, since there's just not much space, right? So then here's this laundry area slash closet. So a decent amount of space in there. Could maybe work on the paint color a little bit. Looks kind of dark, right? That does it. Pretty small little spot. And then from here, what I want to do is take you on a little trip up to the top of the property along this trail here. So I'm going to skirt along the outside of this shed here, and we'll pop out here on our little path. And as we're walking along the path, just to give you an idea of exactly where we are on the property, down to my left, there's those second and third floor balconies, and then through the trees, hopefully you can kind of see the driveway heading back down towards the highway. And I'll just keep you with me here so you can have a real-time example of exactly how long it takes to hike up to the top of the hill. It is, like I mentioned, a little bit of a steeper property. You know, it's like, do we call it a valley down in there where the houses are, or a canyon? You know, obviously a canyon's a little bit steeper than a valley. So hiking up here onto the top of the hill, it's a nice path. It's neatly switched back to make it a little bit easier, but it is, I'm already starting to huff and puff a little bit. Listen to me, like an old man, dang it. But here we are. We already made it. So this little perch right here, boom, incredible view from up here. So the sun sets to the west, right over here. You're looking at Atascadero and Templeton, and then all the countryside all around. And there actually is another access to the property, I believe. There is an easement. There's another road that comes around the back called Roadrunner. I think it's called Roadrunner. I could be wrong. But it doesn't really get used. But anyway, that does it. That's a tour from bottom to the top. 7 acres, 2 little houses, and it's beautiful. So give us a call, leave us a comment, shoot us a text. We would love to show you the property, and we'll see you in the next video.